Bishop McLaughlin, what does it mean to you, or what do you think it means when I say keep fighting until they come back? Keep fighting until they come back. There's a story in the Bible about a man who David had trained and became one of David's mighty men. And when David was at the end of his reign as king, and he had all of his people with him, the Philistines, his strong enemy, came against him, came strong. And when they came against him, everybody fled. Everybody fled except one man.
And everybody fled except one man. His name, Eleazar. Homie did not run, but he stood and he fought until he couldn't fight no more. He fought until the pressure and the heat of the battle produced force fusion with his hand and the sword. His hand got stuck. I know one commentator said it got cramped up. He fought with it so long that he couldn't undo the cramp, that he couldn't get it off. But we understand the law of force fusion and melding, and we realize that his hand some kind of way became one with the sword. The sword and his hand became one. I see things in the spirit. You can look in the natural if you want to. In other words, the battle got so intense that he became one with what he was fighting with. He became one. You couldn't tell him from his sword. His sword became an extension of who he was. You couldn't tell him from his help. His name means God helps us. Y'all not helping me here. And so here he was. He was not out there on his own power, in his own might. He was out there by the Spirit of living God.
One man decided that he would take a stand. One man decided that he would hold his ground and fight. And the Bible said that he fought so that the sword that he fought with stuck to his hand, was fused to his hand. And he just fought and fought and fought until he couldn't fight anymore. And the Bible said he defeated men left and right from every which way. Eleazar was his name. And when Eleazar won that battle and fought till he couldn't fight anymore, till the sword was stuck to his hand, the Bible says that when the others of the armies heard about it, that they came back to the battle and fought with him. But when they got back to fight, there was nothing left to do but to take the spoils from the victory that one man who fought for everybody else had won.
Verse 10 said the troops came back after Eleazar won the battle. Those that God had purposed to support him saw him get the victory, and they came back. Everybody standing. If we keep fighting, they'll come back. Let somebody see you stand. Let somebody see you not be afraid. Let somebody see you praising and worshiping and giving and witnessing, soul winning and fellowshipping and happy and full of joy at this hour. Let somebody know that God is your helper. Let somebody see that God will help you. You got to go to him and say, boo, you didn't have to do that. God was going to come through in time. He was going to come through.
Isn't that amazing? If somebody starts fighting, we'll all win. That's a powerful story. That's a message that you need to hear. That's a message that you need to apply to your life. Fight for your family. Fight for your friends. Fight for your sanity. Fight for your praise. Fight for your money. Fight for your job. Fight for your house. Fight for your life. Fight. We've got to fight. We got to fight till we win. And if you fight, others will come back. Others who had fallen away from the faith. Others who had turned away. Others who had run because of the battle. If they'll see somebody who will stand against the wiles of the devil, somebody who will be strong in the midst of adversity, I guarantee you they'll come back and they'll join forces with you. Somebody needs your testimony that you're not a quitter. Somebody needs your testimony that you're not going to give up and give in to the wiles of the enemy. Somebody needs to know that you're not afraid. I don't know about you, when I was growing up, I always hung out with the guy who was the baddest because he was crazy. And being crazy, wherever we went, whatever street we went down, whatever alley we went down, he would always lead out. And when he would lead out, I would follow. We need those type of people in our lives. And we need to follow leaders who are fearless, leaders who love God, who fear God, leaders who are not afraid of the enemy, leaders who are not afraid of failure. One of the great challenges we have as a people is that we're afraid of failure, and we prove it by never fighting or never trying. You can only fail if you try. So I want you to know that if you keep fighting, they'll all come back. If you keep fighting, then everybody will win. I sought me a man that would stand in the gap. God's still seeking for somebody. When he needed somebody to reconcile the world to himself, the Bible says, my God said unto my God, lo, I go into the volume of the book to do your will. Jesus came, one man, and reconciled all mankind back to God. And we have that same ministry of reconciliation and the same word of reconciliation. Will you fight? Will you fight so that others might win? All right, that's just a word in review. A little something to think about. Think about it. Let me know what you think about it. Bishop McLaughlin saying until next time, God bless you.